Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over two new products from Charlotte Tilbury. I have this ginormous highlighter called the Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter, and then I have a beautiful palette that I've actually used in another video. So you're gonna see this look right here in this video, of course, but if you would like to see another look with this palette, this look right here to be exact, I will leave a link to that video down below. But this is the new Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize Instant Eye Palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to be going over each of these products, giving you guys the prices, swatches, all of that, and then we will get into the demo of the eye, as well as the highlight and some comparisons. The Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette retails for $75, and it includes 12 new shades. Now, I got mine on Charlotte Tilbury's website. However, right now it is not available, but it says that it is dropping tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm like, but it said that before, so I don't know why it still says that. Yeah, so I would just say keep an eye out for it and see if it's going, I have no idea if it's going to go to Sephora, to Beautylist, or anything like that. Like I said, it says it's dropping tomorrow at 7 a.m., but it's already dropped, and I don't know why that's still on there. I don't know if they're re-releasing it again or what is going on. But that is today, if that is correct. I have no idea. Sometimes the site is a little wonky. I'm just letting you know. This is what the actual palette packaging looks like, and it says that it's a collector's edition silver starburst case. I think it's really pretty personally, but I know that some people don't like this. I like it. I think it's pretty. And then the 12 new shades on the inside. These are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. It's so much prettier in person. I almost didn't buy this. I was not interested when I saw like the promo pics for it. I was like, man, I'm gonna pass on it. But then Chic Profile. I'm just gonna insert this little screen recording. This got me. I was like, okay, that looks really, really pretty. And I love Chic Profile's profile on Instagram. She always has like the latest news, especially when it comes to higher end makeup. So when I saw this on Trend Mood, I was like, yeah, you know, I don't really feel like I need it. But then I saw her swatches and I was like, no, yes, I do. It is so, so pretty. And I'm really glad that I picked it up because spoiler alert, it's amazing. I love that it has warm tones in here, cool tones, as well as neutral. It's just such a really nice balanced palette. You have 4 different trios in here to create different looks, just using those trios if you would like. You guys know that I don't follow the rules, and I certainly didn't whenever I did my tutorials. But if you're somebody who likes to have a little bit of guidance, this little plastic doodad is in here, which 1, 2, 3. But if you're somebody who enjoys a little bit of guidance and then you want to use just 3 shades instead of the copious amounts that I like to use, it does include this little sheet, but each of these is basically 1, 2, 3, and it's prime, enhance, and smoke, each of them. But I like to break the rules and do what I want. For the swatches, the first 3 are the Happy Glow section. The next 3 are the Love Glow. Then we have the Dream Glow and Seduce Glow. Now let's move on to the highlight. This I actually cannot find anywhere, and I know I got mine off of Sephora. I thought that I had gotten it off of Charlotte Tilbury's website, but I didn't because I was waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come in. I was like, why is it taking so long? Usually Charlotte is pretty on top of things. And then I found it in my Sephora box. So it's not currently on the Sephora website. Hopefully it comes back in stock, but this is what it looks like. If you're familiar with the new Airbrush Bronzer, they are the same size. This one is obviously silver, but it also feels different. Like this feels kind of like a satin, and this one's more of a high shine. Like both of them are very shiny, but this one feels more slick, and this one just feels like a satin type of finish. Now it is described as the ultimate face and body highlighter, so that's why you're getting so much in here. Personally, I don't highlight my body. If I put this on top of a tattoo, it looks all kinds of gray and not cute. But you are getting 11.5 grams of product. Now on the inside, I love this detail. You have this satin finish silver. but then a rose gold insert on the inside. And I just think it is so pretty. And again, a large mirror and then a humongous pan of highlight. This is it's creamy but powdery. So it's not like the gelée type of formula like the Bar of Gold or anything like that. I will be showing you those side by side. But this is just incredibly beautiful. I wasn't able to get an actual picture of the swatch of this because every single time I did, it looked gold. It just looked gold, and it's more of a rosy gold. And I just could not get a picture to turn out right. I was trying to take a video with my phone, everything, it just was not working. So later on in the video, you will see this, and I'm going to compare it to some other highlights as well. So just stay tuned if you would like to see the swatch of this. And by the way, it retails for $55 if you can find it somewhere. I have no idea if this is going to be back out or not. Let's go ahead and get into the demo of this eye look and then the highlight. And then after that, I will give you guys my thoughts and the comparisons of the highlight. Refer number 1 and the second shade in Seduce Glow. I'm going to start off by tapping this on the outer corner. As you can see, a lot of pigmentation. That is one thing that is consistent throughout this palette, is a lot of pigmentation. I'm just going to tap it about halfway over the lid and then slowly going to take it into the crease before going upward. I'm going to get the majority of the product off my brush in the area that I want it to be darkest and then move upward. And this is all from the one dip into the palette. I didn't knock anything off or wipe off my brush this time. I say this time because in my first look, which is in my Get Ready With Me, my last one, I put the brush down with the product on it and I was like, whoa! And I had to wipe off some excess onto my pants. I was prepared this time. And I also started the shade down on my lid instead of going right here. I'm picking up just a tiny bit more to add just a little bit more depth in the crease area, seeing as I've already pushed it upward into the transition area. Refer number 3, same shade, and I'm just going to run that right along the lower lash line. On a Bristles Beauty EO2 RL, I'm taking the very last shade in the palette. I am placing this into the crease. This will add just a little bit more definition, but I really just kind of want to add a little bit of a sheen into the crease. And you don't have to do this step. It's just something that I like to do, especially when I'm putting metallics and stuff on the lid. Just like it to be a little bit more seamless instead of that kind of cut crease type of look. But again, you don't have to do this. This is just a preference type of thing. Dream Glow section, I'm grabbing the last shade on an Esom W21. I'm going to be placing this on the lid, the outer portion, about 3/4 of the way in. And I am using this dry. Getting a little bit of fallout, but I'll just brush that away. Refer number 21, second shade in Dream Glow. I'm applying this to the front portion of the lid and going over the last purple. And again, I am getting fallout. I'm pressing this in and then lightly going over. So a little bit more of a pressing motion on the front and a little lighter handed as I go over and blend. Smith 256, first shade in the Dream Glow section. I'm going to very lightly apply this to the brow arch. I did not pick up much. I don't want it to be super intense. And then lastly, I'm going to take the same shade on a Bristles Beauty PO6RF and apply it to the inner corner. And then I'm going to go finish off with liner and mascara off camera. Now I'm going to go in with the Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter, and I'm using my Sonia G Mini Cheek. I'm highlighting the cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, the nose, the chin, you know, the usual. Before I get into my thoughts, I just want to let you guys know to finish off this look, I used the new Walk of No Shame liner to line my eyes. I have Milk Boss liner on my inner rim, and then I'm still playing with this, again, with that look that I showed you in the beginning. If you want to see that, you'll also see me talking and reviewing this. I'm still using it. I'm still testing it out. I'm still trying to decide my final thoughts on it. This is the mascara that I currently have on, and it is the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. And then on my lips, I'm wearing Dance Floor Princess. My thoughts on the palette, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I am so glad that I picked this up and I didn't skip on it. I don't have the other, I have the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette, but I don't have the other one. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. The metallics are very metallic. You don't have to use them wet. You are going to get a little bit of fallout. Like I always say, you can either dust it away or do your makeup afterwards. It just doesn't bother me unless it sticks. That's the problem. The mattes are ultra pigmented and ultra blendable. Whatever she is doing right. I feel like she has really worked on her mattes and the metallics. They're incredible, and you can get so many different looks out of this palette. I'm going to repeat myself and say that I love the fact that you have warm, cool, and neutral. That really is something that I really enjoy. And this is a palette that is going to work on several skin tones. This is going to work on lighter skin tones if you need to. If you don't want these mattes to be as intense, all you have to do is prime your eyes and then set it with an eyeshadow or a powder, anything like that, and it'll make them just a little bit less intense. When I do my tutorials, I always prime my eyes and don't set them, so it really grabs and holds on. But then for deeper, richer complexions, this is also going to work for you because of the amount of pigmentation. So all across the board, beautiful palette. I'm so happy with it. I love this, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Do I have this in other palettes? Probably, more than likely. But the quality and then having these all together, I am very, very happy with this purchase. So thank you, Chic Profile. Now let's move on to the Ginormous Highlighter. First, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the swatch of this. Again, couldn't get it on a picture, so I just put it on my hand, and what I did was put it over my tattoo so you guys could see the color a little bit better, and then I swatched it on my hand, and then I blended it out on the edge so that you just had the three different like variants of how it can look. Then right beside that, I decided to go in with the Bar of Gold. Well, the Bar of Gold palette. This palette right here from Charlotte Tilbury. Sorry, hand. There we go. I took this pink shade and I put it right beside it. This one is a little bit brighter and a little bit lighter. If I'm gonna pick a formula, this formula to me outperforms this one, but I still really enjoy this. I thought that this was gonna look really dry on my skin, but it doesn't. It looks really nice, and because that it's like a creamy powder, it just really works itself into the skin. But this one is a little smoother even on the face than what this one is if I'm going to compare. Then I wanted to add one more, and it's from PIXI by Petra. This is the Delicate Dew Glossy Gossamer Duo. Now I'll put this one beside the bar of gold one, and you can tell that this one is even brighter and it's a little bit lighter, and it's more of a pale pink instead of like a rosy goldish type of pink. Just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and swatch these again on my hand so you can see them from a distance, and I'm going to move it around. Again, I don't feel like I can get a really true accurate swatch of this, so I'm going to give you guys as many different views as possible. First, the new one. This is the Superstar Glowy something something. I've already forgotten the name. Hold on, I need to look at this. The Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. So if you guys can see, it's a rosy gold. I wouldn't describe it as like a duochrome or anything like that, but it definitely has like a little bit of a shift. So it is gold as well as pink. So I mean, that technically is a multi-chrome, but still, I wouldn't say it's a true multi-chrome. So there's that one. Now I'm going to show you the middle shade in the Bar of Gold palette. I'm just going to put that one right beside it. You should be able to see. Again, this one is more pink. There's definitely more gold in the new one. And this one's just a little bit smoother. It looks a little bit more wet, just swatched. And then for the PIXI. And you know what? I'm actually going to swatch both of these. I'm going to swatch the pink one first and then the gold one right beside it. Again, just for good measure. Here's the pink. Again, you can see it is lighter and a little bit brighter. And here is the gold one, which I think is a little bit closer to this, but it's still not the same. Oh, I hope you guys can see. Pretty, I mean, they're all pretty. They're all beautiful highlights, but I just wanted to show you guys. I wouldn't say this is something that you absolutely need to go run out and grab, but do I like it? Yeah. I have a huge collection of highlighters. I'm sure I could find several that look similar to this. And when you're putting these on your face, do they really have a huge difference? No, except for whenever you're going in with something a little bit lighter. Of course, it's going to be a little bit brighter. And then this one right here, this shade is a little bit harder for me to wear unless I'm a little bit more tan. I could still wear it, but I kind of have to add something a little bit lighter in with it. Yeah, I keep doing this just so that maybe you guys can see. But do you need it? No. Do I like it? Yes. Do I think it looks beautiful on my skin? Yes. I do think though that if I, like say I had like a pimple or something, that this formula would accentuate a little bit more than what the other formulas would, because those are just a little smoother. This one again still blends into the skin very nicely, but if you have texture, I would go for something that has one of those other type of formulas, like that gelée type of formula. It just glides on and looks a little bit smoother. Everything is going to accentuate texture whenever you're highlighting it, but different formulas do work better. Overall, I'm happy with everything that I got. I'm never going to go through this entire thing. I know that. It is not going to happen. But I'm glad to have it in my collection nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you did by giving a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Check out the other Get Ready With Me video if you would like to see another look with the palette. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.